The psalmist turns from the sparrow at the altar to the pilgrim on the road. Verse 3 showed a bird finding rest near God's house. Verses 5 through 7 show a man walking toward it, and the walking itself becomes proof of blessing. Blessed is the man whose strength is in thee, in whose heart are the ways of them. Psalm 84, verse 5. The psalmist locates strength in God, not in the traveler's own legs or provisions. The phrase, in whose heart are the ways of them, points to the pilgrim roads leading to Jerusalem, worn by generations of Israelites journeying to the appointed feasts. These ways sit fixed in the heart before the feet ever move. The blessed man carries the road inside him long before he walks it. He wants to go. He plans to go. His affections have already arrived at the temple, even while his body remains far off. This inward orientation toward God's house marks the same blessed condition. Psalm 1, verses 1 to 2 describes, where the righteous man delights in God's law and meditates on it. Blessing rests on those whose hearts are set toward God, whether that heart orientation shows itself in avoiding wicked counsel or in longing for the courts of the Lord. Who passing through the valley of Baca make it a well, the rain also filleth the pools. Psalm 84, verse 6. Scholars generally identify Baca as a dry, thorny valley along the pilgrim route to Jerusalem. Its name is related to the word for weeping or for balsam trees that grow in arid conditions, either reading points to hardship. This valley offers no natural relief, only dust and thirst for those crossing it on their way to worship. Yet the psalmist declares the pilgrims transform this place, making it a well. The travelers do not avoid the hard valley. They pass through it, and God provides for them even there, turning the very ground of their suffering into a source of provision. The added phrase, "The rain also filleth the pools," reinforces this transformation. God sends rain along the pilgrim's path, filling depressions in the ground that would otherwise sit empty, ensuring provision continues in the harshest stretch of the journey. Theology has long recognized this pattern in the Christian life. God does not always remove the valley, but he supplies grace sufficient for it, turning dry ground into wells for those walking toward him. Paul testifies to this same principle in 2 Corinthians 12, verse 9, where God tells him, "My grace is sufficient for thee." The valley remains real, but so does the well. They go from strength to strength, every one of them in Zion appeareth before God. Psalm 84, verse 7. The pilgrims do not weaken as the journey lengthens. Despite the valley of Baca behind them, they gain strength rather than lose it, moving from one measure of God's provision to another until they reach their destination. This verse describes sustaining grace, not stored-up human endurance. Each stage of the journey draws fresh strength from God, matching the pattern Isaiah later describes. "They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles." Isaiah 40, verse 31. This destination confirms the purpose behind the strength. Every one of them appeareth before God in Zion. The pilgrimage exists for this arrival, standing in God's presence at the temple. The valley, the wells, the increasing strength, all serve one end, to bring the worshipper before God himself. Nothing along the road matters apart from this final appearing, and nothing on the road can prevent it for the one whose heart already walks the path toward God.